Hey. Okay, cool. Looks like we're working. Let me pull up my main window here that I can work with. Hi, chat. Hi, stream. Hi, stream. Hell yeah. And my bit rates are good. Who would have known that grandma had good internet? This is kind of crazy. Let me double check the audio through my handy headphones right here. Check, check. Test, test. You know what we're actually going to do? We're going to boost this up a little bit so that I can make sure you guys hear me fine. We're going to pop it up 4 decibels, and that's enough for me. And bingo. Check, check. Check, check. Okay, we could go up a little bit more. That was a little conservative. Let's pump it up to like 8, I think. And we'll double that, and that should be quality enough. All right. Fantastique. Very cool. Wow. Okay, let me get myself out of my own ears so that delay doesn't make me go insane. I had to learn that one from the podcasting era when I used to do a lot of podcasts. Having the playback in the background, not the worst, but someone like me who already got a speech impediment, already got all these linguistic issues. Yeah, I get an echo of my own voice. Oh my god, it just breaks my brain. I feel fried. Being dyslexic and that happening, oh dude, it really messes with me. But okay, looks like we're cooking fine. I got a little bit of lag. I'm dropping some frames, it looks like. I can't tell if it's my own. Let me open up the phone, and this should be the last check. I'm not too concerned about the audio. I just want to know if everyone's getting the frame loss. Ooh, everyone's getting the frame loss, eh? There's some sort of setting issue I got going on here. It was running smoothly. My bit rate is fine. Can I maybe... Is my stream settings a bit too high? Oh yeah, I'm sending a lot of kilobits per second, eh? Oh, OBS. Oh no, it's OBS. That's no fun. Stream. Output. 3800. Let's lower to 3000 kilobytes per second. Make it a little bit more balanced. CPU usage is okay. Profile main, very fast. CBR. My output is a little high. We're going to see if I'm still lagging on the interweb side. Are we good? Okay. Looks like we're caught up. Sorry guys, technical issues. If you're a Twitch degenerate, you're well aware of the many complications it takes to make these things run. So, thank you for your patience, especially if you're watching live. All right. Cool. Cool, we got it working. What's good internets? So, first time here. My name's Bailey. I operate I can actually pick this bad boy up. I could do the whole shebang. My name's Bailey. I operate an eBay store called Grandma's Dead Stock. Currently, I'm in my grandmother's basement. So, I'm out here helping with a catering job. I booked it out months ago. My grandmother needed a hand with catering 2 events. So this Friday, I'm doing a family reunion offsite. So tomorrow I got to do all the cooking prep, and then I'm delivering it all in hot plates, bowls, all the dress ups you need to cater a family reunion. After that, they're having a party upstairs in the restaurant. So I'm in the basement of a restaurant. This is where my family resides, And then so upstairs there, it's literally operational right now. So if you hear a lot of background noise, it's actually people running around cooking, baking, and customers buying all of these goodies. So it's an awesome contrast, but you may hear some creaks and random noises from the floors upstairs. But what I'm doing here is, if you know who I am and you know what I do, you're checking out my YouTube channel, any of the channels I simulcast on, I pick through antiques and collectibles. What happens is my grandmother literally actually helps me out with it. Not only were they like an inspiration for me to get started with this, they hook me up with products that I probably wouldn't have been able to get otherwise. Oh, it could be the bit rate on the camera even, eh? Let's see. Maybe I can lower the camera quality. Maybe this is an issue. My grandma literally hooks me up with the more quirky antiques that I put into my in-person vending location in downtown Toronto, as well as my eBay store. So I got boxes full of stuff I got to sort through. But what I also have to do, okay, I've got a 1280. I got it at 60 FPS. We'll lower the FPS a little bit, and this should help slow things down on that end. There we go. That should give it a bit more breathing room as well on both sides. But bitrate, my connection is fine. I don't know why I'm chugging along. It kicks in and out oddly. Let's keep rocking a bit. If it stays janky, I might pause and restart stream. But it seems like I'm fixing it out. I think I'm putting out my stream at too high a resolution. I might have to switch that bad boy up to like 720p, but we'll see about that. What it do? How we doing, Wiffles? How we doing? Nice to see you, fam. He's in the YouTubes too, eh? I like this. There we go. We got that muted. Oh, this window might not be muted. Mute site, just in case. All right. What it do? Ah, no. Shite. I gotta stop fiddling with my settings. Nice to see you, big mans. Again, thank you for the patience, both to the Raza and the entire chat, whether you're watching this video live or in the future. First time doing this out of her basement. I can't believe she has such a good internet connection in the middle of nowhere, Alberta. I think she literally has fiber optic cable running here, but not due to her own desire for it. I think it was just a convenience factor because it was already loaded up in this town. So, no, I got both. They both running. What you saying? I got both Twitch chat and YouTube chat. As everybody knows, I simulcast. So I'm live on Twitch, I'm live on Kick, and I'm live on YouTube right now. Kick, rather slow. Kick, you're seeing this? Go give me a follow over there. I need to build up that follower count. Oddly enough, I don't know if a mod on Twitch saw it, or if it just automatically updated because of the AI bots reading my stream. But one of the categories on my Kick stream, the one where I was doing the hoeing outside, when I was hoeing it up, they switched the categories because I had it in just chatting, and now it's in IRL, and I'm super curious if I may have had an actual Kick admin drop in and switch the category, or if the AI bot just saw a dude sweaty working outside and decided to change the category, because that would also make sense. Maybe I accidentally hit subscribers only, but you are a sub, so that would work. No, it should sub only chat should be off. Let's see. Yeah, it's off. Just keeping it busy, currently doing some build right up since we lost a few writers last week. So I'm back to my original position for the time being. Oh, so you're doing catch-up work for other people. This makes sense. So I've got some old teddy bears, right? Now I know they're not So we got a teddy bear here. I know he's not Beanie Baby style, but Details by Comet Strip. I don't know if these are just gift shop teddy bears or if they're from that same era of Beanie Babies. And if they are from that same era of Beanie Babies, maybe they might be worth money. So we're going to do Details teddy bear. And you know what? I can actually probably Google Lens this. That one will be easier. And what's good? What's good? We got the now tech-savvy Aleem chilling out on Twitch. Appreciate it. And also, Raza, I hope the gig isn't too fucking frustrating now that you're back to the regular writing grind. Oh, so this is just a straight up knockoff of a real Beanie Baby. The real Beanie Baby is worth about $10. Let's see, Details. Details. By what did it say again? Details by Comet Strip. I still may take. I think it's worth putting in. Details Comet Strip teddy bear. So these I think they might be worth about like $10-12. Instincts really paid off on this. Details Comet Strip teddy bear. After stream today, I have to. Hey, shouts. I don't know if you just resubbed, Aleem, but or if it just finally came through. But I appreciate it. Thanks for the Prime sub, Aleem. Again, if you're watching on the YouTube in the future, head over to my Twitch account. If you have an Amazon Prime account, you get a free subscription that I get a higher cut off. So drop over, hit me with that Prime sub. I can always use it. Give this big boy his money. And this one, there's some of them that are worth $25. So I had a good call. Now I think I'll probably just put it into my stall, and I'm rhyming, and I didn't even know it. Yeah, writing layoffs because it's the tech industry. They're funding their companies, like modern writers are funding their companies. So we got a brown bear, white bear. The modern companies that you're writing for, 110%, they kind of operate the exact same style that any other tech company does, right? So if they're like, they overinflate their budget to meet a certain expectation of revenue, but then by the end of the season, if they're running a deficit, y'all are just expendable. They just get rid of you and then hire more at the beginning of next quarter. Or the new financial year most commonly. Sometimes if they're grimy, they'll do it each quarter, but it seems like for you it's starting to look like that it's like every financial year. But big shouts for the Prime sub from Aleem. Appreciate you. How you doing today, big mans? How you doing? I got a long few days ahead of me, so I'm about to be gassed out. So this one is the 1980s Alberta Juniors Citizen of the Year Awards banquet. So it's worth it. This is definitely going to eBay. The Alberta Weekly Newspapers Association. That's a pretty sick logo, actually. This is hand-signed. No, it's printed. But oh my god, look at those fucking photos in there. So this is again where I get some of the weird shit, is thanks to Fran hoarding all these years. Again, I'm clearing in a country estate as well. So on Monday, I'm going in there. I can't Prime stuff. Yeah, hey, bro, don't worry. I'm not here bullying people into giving me the Prime sub. Some people on YouTube, they be watching. They don't know how it works. Hashtag Prime Time. Yeah, we should get Logan Paul in the chat. We'll get sponsored. Get some actual Prime going on. So we've got the Wascana Winter Club Ice Show. 25 cents for April 5th and 7th, 1958. This one I think is also eBay worthy for the future. I recognize something about this though. Does seem familiar. The Wisconsin Cowgirls? Why, there's newspaper clippings in here. I wonder why. Firestone tires. Someone must have, like, actually clipped this coupon from back in the day. That's interesting. And I got this newspaper clipping. But, my God. Like, look at this cover design. Straight out of Fallout. Straight out of Fallout. It's kind of crazy. Yeah, hi Afro, bye Afro. Hi Afro, bye Afro. I appreciate you. I know, it's always same old, same old. It's literally going up to like 39 out here, if I'm correct. I think it's literally 39 degrees out here. It's supposed to cool down in the next few days, but that's a little wild. And sorry, my bitrate just dropped. It should pick back up. The restaurant is close to opening now, so it could literally be her Interact system. Or maybe my computer's just shitting itself. Both are realistic possibilities. Thank you for the patience either way. There we go. See, it smoothed out again. I think I almost need to use the shittier webcam. I think I have the 4K webcam. Pumping it out at 720p. I'm not even putting my 4K webcam out in the high end. And it seems to be... it slows it down. I think it just interpolates too much data, and then the OBS doesn't like it when I have a bad bitrate connection. But I digress. We are all getting the tail end of barrel. Oh yeah, bro. It's about to get fucking crazy out here come next week. I'm certain of it. There's going to be tornadoes. I'm kind of interested because that would be fun. I've never actually like filmed the tornadoes happening appropriately. I'm not doing no twister shit, but the skies, I'm in the bottom of a valley, so we're completely safe from tornadoes. They don't touch down in valleys. So it's really cool to be able to like stand outside and look up and see the entire sky above you just fucking swirling and swirling and swirling. So maybe I can get some cool weather videos out of that. I did bring my proper camera. Oh, maybe I could even put up like an ASMR stream. I could like show tornado skies on this. That could be interesting. But once that hurricane with the cold front and wet front comes up from the south, here it's cooking hot. Those things are going to smack together, and that's how the tornadoes happen all the time here as it is. Oh, I'm going to allow that word. Hillbilly is a automatically banned term on Twitch, I guess. I guess it's considered a fucking slur to some people, but that is not what I would have anticipated. Yeah, my old roommate in university gave me the hip-hop hillbilly title. I gotta fiddle. For some reason, my clips ain't working. I got the Twitch window's a little jammed up. But yeah, I can't believe it. I guess maybe you get the wrong right-wing person. And they're gonna get mad that you can just say hillbilly. But I'm surprised by that. The animated edition of The Boy Jesus. Animated edition? When was this fucking printed? This isn't animated. Oh, it's a pop-out? What is this? Oh, it's a whole Jesus in the Manger fold-out. That's not animated. Oh, this must be ancient. It's only 4 pages. I can't believe they remade Twister. I thought they were making a Twister sequel. Did I misinterpret that? I thought we're looking at a Twister sequel here. So we got this guy. We got a Jesus animated thing. I guess, yeah, animated for the times means it's got this. This is the only animated portion of it. It's like it folds out. And I think it's just because it's like one of those old, like a flip book. So I think you're supposed to like floopity flop it, and then it will open up and close up. Oh my god, my computer does need an update, so I'm gonna update it after, and I'm gonna hope that that's what it is. And I've seen the trailer so many times now I have to see it. The Twister one, I was wondering, my PR conspiracy brain started going off when I saw that movie's coming out. Gladiator 2, Is it Russell Crowe as well, or is he's got to be an old Russell Crowe? It better not be starring Russell Crowe as still the same badass. I've seen the trailer so many times that I have to see it. Because there's a bunch of YouTube channels, including, our much beloved Nelk Boys. The Nelk Boys went twister chasing just like last month. There was all these YouTubers all of a sudden doing tornado chasing videos, and I'm like, sus. Why are they all doing tornado chasing videos at the same time? And then this movie comes out. I'm like, this is weird. I think they might have like literally funded YouTubers to go tornado chasing so that it became relevant again in the zeitgeist, and then dropped the movie. Ugh. Oh yeah, Russell Crowe did die. I totally forgot that. Pre-sequel? Prequel? Pre-sequel? Prequel? So what else do we got here? Surprisingly, these shopping bags kind of do good on eBay. Oh. Michael Connolly, MLA, Calgary, Hawkwood. Hawkwood Data Assembly. Do I want to bother? Think people collect weird Alberta totes? I mean, I guess it costs nothing for me to put in the store. And maybe someone loves Michael Connolly. Let's drop Michael Connolly in the eBay package, because this is like nothing. It weighs less than a fucking nickel, you know what I mean? The F1 movie looks like the home version of it. We have Top Gun Maverick at home. Instead is Brad Pitt in the F1 cockpit. I hope to fix the color grading because it looked like ass in the trailer. Yeah, well, typically when they do the trailer, it's like pre-color grade, so it's at least a reasonable fuck up. This is good quality. This one I'll put in my stall. When was this magazine printed? It's an ISBN. First printing, too. The cover photo is dated to 1962. It's some thick-ass printer paper, too. It's a nice quality magazine. I have another Rose book like this in my stall, so maybe I'll hold on to it. I'll probably throw it in the stall rather than the eBay store. But so I'm just gremlined up. If you can tell, you see this background? This is where I get my eclectic nature from. This is all the old man's workshop. It's a disaster all around me here. You know, like catch everything. It's a bit crazy up in here. I had to make it. You're literally on top of milk crates right now looking at me. This is how I was able to throw it all together. But I sorted this workshop probably like 4 times in my life. Old man passed away. With all these people helping my grandma, it just became a bloody disaster over time. Yeah, it feels nice from here for some weird reason. I think sometimes those, like, the stationery of that high quality magazine print, you can really, like, you can visibly see how cool it is. Better Living. Eaton's Magazine. I have sold one of these in eBay before. That is a creepy fucking cover, though. That is not Better Living. That's like Nightmare Living. That's for sure Nightmare Living. That's not Better Living. Bad sales option, Eaton's. It's always crazy to me when I see that. It's just why is he holding a live goose? Why a live goose? I don't like this. So we're going to slowly stack up. I got a box full of magazines here. Basically what we're going through, my grandma set aside a bunch of stuff that she may be interested in sending me. And then later next week when I stream, I'm going to be just packing up boxes. I do see that this laptop here needs to update the Windows, so I suspect once I do that it will be fixed up. I found another ancient comic book. I have a couple of these in my stall, but this one might be old enough that I can do. Not really, it's just 1975. The Phantom, one of the weakest old school comic book heroes. There's nothing really cool about him. If I'm correct, his power, it's not that he can go invisible. He's a borderline Batman. I think he's just really sneaky. I think he's supposed to be a spy. I think the Phantom is just really sneaky. There's nothing special about them, unfortunately. Let's double check didn't miss anything on Kick. Nope, didn't miss anything on Kick. YouTube's, we're rocking. Billy Zane, The Phantom. The Phantom. I didn't know they made a Phantom movie. I'm thinking of Green Hornet right now. That's where I'm tripping out. September 2000. Prince William, Born to be King. Yeah, I'm probably only keeping this because it's got the Prince on it. 2000. Interesting. Reader's Digest. Do you remember these? Way more common back in the day. Is this the one with the TV guide in it? No, it's not. This was just the shit that you would see at the counter of the grocery store. Being William. He's young, rich, good-looking, and he knows what his career prospects are. But how gracefully will he wait to become king? How was the Phantom movie? I'm still tripping out about that. What was the Phantom movie about? I do want, but I think I have to put the smaller ones on top, so you're going behind me. I wouldn't have expected Phantom movie. I'm tripping out about that. We've got Vacation Country Travel Guide 2018. Alberta Maps. Crow's Nest Pass. I think this might have been me. I think I collected these in case I needed them. Yeah, these are from my own trip previously. I think I'll keep these, but I don't want to throw them out. I don't want to sell them right now. Just a bunch of local maps, travel guides. I've sold a couple of these. It's kind of funny because I end up bringing all these mags and shit from Alberta back to Ontario, and then when I sell them on eBay, I get paid to ship them back to a town here, most typically. A superhero movie, his powers in his ring. For a time, it was good, like The Shadow, etc. The Shadow with Alec Baldwin. I didn't even know Alec Baldwin was in a superhero thing. I'm watching The Boys right now. I'm on the last episode or two, so I'm corrupted by the exact opposite style of superhero materials. They definitely, this last season of The Boys, to be fair, the comics are mad violent and grotesque, but holy fuck, they really leaned into it. They're like, oh my god, we can get away with a lot, so let's just push the envelope even further. I'm trying to figure out the date on this one. Taste of Home, Cake Mix, Treats, February 6, 2012, recipe book. I think worth it, but it will be a bit heavy to ship, so we'll have to make sure it's separated in a box differently. I just started watching The Boys Season 1, never seen it yet. I love how the comics are bad. The comics aren't... I don't know. I'm gonna shut my mouth. The comics look like they're not bad, but I've only watched YouTubers review them. Definitely, what everyone keeps saying, the guy who plays Homelander, he's the one who deserves some sort of acting reward. Everyone else is cool, a little typecast. They're kind of predictable. They do what you would expect. But the Homelander guy, the guy doing the acting there, oh my god, he's killing it. It's a interestingly tough role because he could just play a villain or play Superman. He could kind of just go one way or the other, but he does a really good job of playing this literal egomaniac. Butcher is badass as fuck. Butcher is very badass, but he's just a badass British. He's like any Guy Ritchie character, he feels like, you know what I mean? But he's badass. He delivers his lines just right. It's interesting. They almost play into his grimy British gangsterness at all the right times. Carl Urban. I feel like he's starting to get adequately rated because at least all the nerds now, because of The Boys, love him. So what is this? This is another one of those things I was just talking about where, yeah, it is. More travel, visitors guides. Maybe later. This one's totally fucked up, actually. I'm not going to be able to resell this. Crow's Nest Pass Visitor Guide 2019. No, we're going to throw this out. History of the largest Blackfoot nation in Canada. I don't want to sell it, but maybe I want to keep this one. We'll put it with my other travel docs. Yeah, Carl Urban. He plays it up well. He plays up good, good guy who's a badass with a conscience. Season 1, if you pay attention enough, shows that Butcher actually gives a shit about Huey. They did it well in this last season too. They did it well in this. I think they do a good job of that. It's interesting. He always, because when he comes to like a decision line, he's a morally vague anti-hero, but he always has a heart. At least he'll do grimy things, but if it comes to like an innocent person getting harmed, he always does the right thing. It's interesting to see. But there's in season 6. It's not even. I won't spoil anything, just to be safe for other viewers, or season 4, I think it's on. Sorry, in the latest season, that Huey was making a deal, and he came out of the shadows, and rather than like be a tough guy, he very much like fathered him. And you're all caught up, right? I'm on the last episode or 2. I might rewatch the second last episode because I was like half paying attention, but Woman's World January 2024, Woman's World February 2024. I mean, maybe I can sell Woman's World. Let's save it for later, so it's a few more years out, though. 2024 Woman's World I don't think is worth it. But last episode. The twist at the last episode is all as I saw coming. There's a lot of directions it can go twist-wise. So that's the only credit I'll give it for this season. Almost every other season, the twists were predictable. This one, there's a lot of ways it can go, but I can't exactly call which one's happening right now. If I'm correct, this is when Homelander just fucking loses it. But I wouldn't be surprised if he gets bit in his ass or his kid fucks up. There's going to be some sort of... I was just at the part where Homelander like makes his kid slap the one guy. Man, Homelander's trying to teach his kid to be manipulative, so he made one of his staff members slap the other guy. It was wild what he did to all the people who experimented on him, though. That one was a trip. So old recipe cards, crockpot recipe cards. Yes, I can sell these. These will definitely sell on eBay. These are licensed crockpot recipe cards. Where the fuck did we get all these? We've got them like a whole fucking book of crockpot recipe cards. Shrimp fondue dip. Too much dip on your chip. We got firecracker black bean dip. Hablis infused Swiss fondue. Chorizo chili. Teriyaki chicken wings. Teriyaki chicken wings in a slow cooker? I mean, it would come out like jerk chicken-y, I guess. Like in terms of... I wouldn't make chicken wings in a slow cooker, though. That's interesting. I didn't think about that. A-Train is going through redemption arc now, so he'll die. That's exactly what I was predicting. That's, I feel like his kid will kill Homelander. Because there's the one thing with A-Train there that it was, like, very obvious that they either missed a scene or had the episode ready, and they're like, oh, shit, we need more context for A-Train. Because he's, like, panicking, and then he's just like, yo, I'm in Toronto, so that I can't get caught on the phone. And then I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, no, that's someone along the way. They either misshot that scene or they needed more context. So they just like, here, stand downtown by the CN Tower. Because they shoot in Toronto, right? The whole thing's shot in Toronto. So if they have just one random scene with one of the actors providing more expositional dialogue under the CN Tower, that someone forgot something or as an added scene. There's no bloody way that they planned for him to show up at the CN Tower. Huey, Starlight seem to be fine. Yeah, they're not bad. I wouldn't say they're bad actors, but they're like it's like kind of they're playing a certain type of character that's a little obvious, Frenchie, the actor's hardcore IDF. He looks like a hardcore IDF, you know what I mean? Suits the exact same thing, the CN Tower in the background. Yeah. Yeah, they just, all of a sudden, they're like, oh, I'm in Toronto for a business trip. It's like, Oh no, you needed a reshoot. That is not what happened. Lots of these recipe cards. I might be able to ball out a little bit with these. That's Taste of Home. Taste of Home recipe cards. I got even more here. I should actually look these up on eBay. These might be actually worth value. We've got Campbell's Soup recipe cards. Jello. Holy shit, I might be able to sell these as like one big collection. There's a lot of these. Cuisine Dreams. Intriguing. Yeah, let's look this up right quick. This might be of interesting value to me. Where's the cell phone though? We lost the cell phone underneath the recipe cards. Suits did the exact same thing with the CN Tower. Yeah, Suits never really hit it as well. Suits, they would always have like Toronto cars hidden in the background. They weren't so slick. They weren't really good at covering it up. And they always walk down the same bloody street. At least they do a lot of different sets for the boys, so it's harder to tell if you're not like a film geek. You wouldn't notice that they're all in Toronto because they do a good job changing it up. But with Suits, it got a really kind of obvious over time that, oh, this is 100% fake New York. There's nothing New York about these sets other than the fake taxi cabs. Dream Cuisine recipe cards. There's other collections of these going for $40, but not this particular one. But I think if I lot them all up, it could be worthwhile. I'd probably sell the whole lot for at least a bill. Crock pot recipe cards. Suits was mostly all interior shots. Feel like they got away with that. Like, sort of. It was definitely, whenever they went to go for a walk to get coffee, or whenever they had to, like, leave the office, no matter which office they were leaving, it was the same bloody street, just shot from a different angle. Which, to be fair, set design-wise, you don't want to pay to shut down multiple streets. You just want to pay to shut down one street. And then you're going to save yourself both money there and time for your crew. And hell yes. Wow, these crockpot ones, they're about $15. This is awesome. Let's put up completed listings. I think these are low-key gonna pan out for me. Passionate penny pincher menu planning $3 recipe cards. No, that's stationary based. $20, $5, $10, $13. Yeah, this all works. This is awesome. But yeah, Suits was mostly interior shots. Still, I'll give you that. So then these ones I have Campbell's Soup one. Are these Campbell's Soup recipe cards? Campbell's Soup recipe cards. My grandpa was like a similar version of us, just pre-internet era. So he would just like collect as much data as possible. So just endless collections of recipe cards and shit like that, because he always wanted to have as much info on hand. You should have seen the stacks of magazines he used to keep in his reading spot, because he would just be like digesting info constantly. If he was in the modern era, he'd definitely just be watching YouTube all day, 100%. So it's interesting to see. I got Campbell's Soup, Jello, cinnamon buns. Yeah, it skips a gen, but yeah, he just had the old school versions. That's why we've got all these old stacks of recipe cards, because he would just like collect the recipe cards, and when he needs ideas, he's got all these resources of free recipes that he can like pull ideas from. So that's vintage Campbell's Soup recipe cards. Well, it kind of is now that I'm sitting in his basement doing the work. He did tell me too that his last dream was to like buy and sell vintage and collectibles. Like, that he really wanted to get out of the restaurant industry because he was so bloody old. Like, as much as my family loves cooking, the thing was he was like cooking till he died, literally. So he was like 80s. And as much as you can love it, do you really want to cook over a hot stove 8 hours a day once you're 80? You know what I mean? So these are all worthwhile. I might just do one big old lot of all of them, but that might ruin the SEO. But that's future Bailey can figure that part out. I do need another elastic band if I can get my hands on one. Sister Servants of Mary the Immaculate. Origin and approval. So something about a nunnery. It's a history of a nunnery somewhere in Alberta. Honestly, these are probably the same nuns that probably supported with residential schools, so it feels really gross. Yeah. Don't know how I feel about this. Sister Servants of Mary the Immaculate. The Congregation of Sister Servants of Mary the Immaculate, whose mother house is in Edmonton, Alberta, was founded in western Ukraine in 1892. At the request of the Canadian saintly bishops, 4 sisters embarked for Canada with the Basilian Fathers for a mission work on fertile Canadian soil in November 1st, 1902. The first Canadian mission was opened at Mundare near Edmonton, where a mother house, novitiate, and a school had begun. The first postulants applied for admission in 1903. The young community increased and its work prospered. Today, to the zeal and care of its members are entrusted thousands of children in parochial schools, orphanages, boarding schools, and high schools. Thank God it doesn't say residential schools. On the 27th of July, 1932, the Congregation of the Sister Servants of Mary the Immaculate. Sister Servants is wild. Been condemned. What? The Sister Servants of Mary the Immaculate, having been condemned by the unanimous praise of the most reverend archbishops and bishops in whose diocese it has establishments, His Holiness Pius XI ratified and confirmed the degree of sacred congregation for Oriental Church, granting the approval of the congregation and its constituents. So these sister servants were not recognized by the Catholic Orthodox Church until 1932, is what it's saying. They're like the classic creepy looking nuns too. Thank God it's not residential school nuns, though. So maybe... I think it's eBay worthy because some weird Catholic person might want it. The Catholic history. I think some of the newsprint allergies are kicking in. Sorry about that. But yeah, my old man, the grandpa... Oh, tuna chow mein. That's what in the white people food. Tuna chow mein. 1 tablespoon butter, 1 chopped celery, half chopped onion, quarter chopped green pepper, 1 can tuna, 2 cups chow mein, 1 can condensed cream of mushroom soup, quarter cup of milk, 3/4 cup salted peanuts. Where's the spices, dog? No spice, just tuna, milk, and soup. Fucking wild. So curious, would they say residential to describe it themselves? No, they wouldn't. And I mean, they could be lying because we said they have the nun schools, the orphanages, and boarding schools, and high schools. If I had to guess, the orphanages would be what they would... They definitely wouldn't call it a residential school. Especially if it's for the church, they would either call it some sort of mission school or orphanage, and then not mention that they're stealing the babies that they're putting into the orphanage. You know, the classic, not a lie, but I'm not telling you the whole truth. You know what I mean? So it was an orphanage, but How did the orphans get there? How did they become orphans, more importantly? But that's what Mother Teresa did, literally. Google it. That was what Mother Teresa did. Mother Teresa saved babies and got babies for people. But do some Googles on how Mother Teresa got her fucking babies that she was doing this with. Steal babies for baby cage fighting. But yeah, I was in Trini and my dad spoke about Grandpa, how creative was and multifaceted into various things at the same time. I felt so honored and almost a sense of being complete. Like, fuck, I finally know where it comes from. I sort of get it. My family was always creative, but they were so blue collar, so it wasn't like something that was explicitly put in front of me. But I did, as you know, have a same experience with my grandfather. Like, after I was a photographer, after I had already become a photographer, then he's like, oh yeah, I did this for like ever, you know that, right? Like, oh, here's my old camera, here's all my negatives. And remember, we owned a photography shop. I was the photographer for the shop. I was like, oh, I presumed you contracted someone else and you just sold the products. This entire time, you never told me that you were the actual photographer for the photography store. And so it was like funny. It was encouraged, but yeah, Mother Teresa, it's wild. It's wild. Almost no one knows those details. People still use it as a saying. Oh, regular old Mother Teresa. It's like, holy fuck, I don't think you know what she did. She literally stole babies and sold them to rich families. They would do that thing that like still happens nowadays. Like they would go into the hospital and be like, oh, you're poor. Like to American families that have to pay for health care, they'd be like, oh, you're poor. Your baby has leukemia, even though it doesn't have leukemia. So you know what we can do to make its life easier? We're going to adopt this baby. And then we'll be able to take care of it because we have the money to take care of it. But it would be a perfectly healthy baby. And then they take it, and then they find a rich family looking to adopt from specific features, and they would use the medical records of the family that they quote-unquote adopted this kid from. And then Mother Teresa makes a few bucks off of selling a baby. Yeah. Newsprint allergies are getting me. Bottle holder. Kind of cute. I guess worthwhile, but I don't fully know how to hustle. I'd probably put it in an auction if I had to guess. Yeah. Love history that's very blatant. Made in Hong Kong. It is a nice serving dish. I should be able to ship it pretty easy. I can take it apart. But that's kind of cool. I don't mind that. I'll be able to resell that at some point. Imagine just using it as like an ashtray instead of a serving tray though. Just triple level ashtray. Blunt in each one. I like that concept. That sounds like the fun concept. We also got out here in Alberta, in the middle of nowhere, we got our own version of Amish people. They're called Hutterites. They're like cheating Amish people though. So they like still wear the weird clothes. Nope, let's be respectful. They still wear the old school clothes. They still have a bunch of etiquette that they have to follow. But they all drive into town in a van and go to Walmart. The kids have cell phones. They go to hockey games. So it's like this weird trade-off in town. Everyone's always kind of grumpy with them. Because pretty much the only thing about them that is still like down to earth is they end up, they have to wear the old school clothes and they do all organic farming. But even the organic farming it's still factory farm now. They have giant cattle ranches and giant farmers fields, and they use normal farm like big mechanized farm equipment to farm it. They just don't use as many pesticides, but they still buy commercial seeds. They're still using Monsanto-ass seeds. It's like the weirdest half-ass. And then the racial stereotypes out here start with those people because they steal a lot from the stores and then use their religious exemption. So the ladies wear those big poofy dresses with the fucking wire mesh that like sticks it out. And we've seen it myself. And I imagine being a townie who's seen it for decades. And they just hide mad shit under their big poofy dress. And it's religious exemption, so you can't ask them to remove it. You can't suspect, like, it's, if you're like, I suspect you've been stealing, they can say you're being racially prejudiced. And since there's no local police force, it's only the RCMP. The RCMP are operating by federal law. So the RCMP also can't, just like other federal officers can't ask them to remove any sort of religious garb. So then all these nasty stereotypes and racist stereotypes end up starting up. Because like a few of them steal using these methods, which I have witnessed. But then everyone sees them come in the grocery store and they're like, oh, here we go again. Oh, this is funny. Designated drunk. I can resell this one for sure. This one's a resell. It's very intriguing, the Amish people. Lots of inbreeding too, but that one's another factual one, sadly. More recipe cards. Shout out the old man. Well, we got the interwebs. That's the only thing. I'm always tempted to keep these recipe cards, but we have the interwebs. So then I'm just doubling up on the hoarding, right? I'm like, whoa, well, maybe I'll look through them one day and get an idea I never had. I could just do that on Google, bro. Look up crockpot recipes and the exact same fucking solution will happen. So, what am I doing? What are we doing? What am I doing here? You know what I mean? I've got literal cans of soup. My fucking grandma. I can't believe I just got literal cans of soup. Vegetable soup. I got baked beans. I might send these to myself later, but I'm trying to like save her money on shipping, and then she just packs these boxes to be shipped like full of soups. It's a classic Fran move. It's always so wild to me. I'm just double checking my other windows, so sorry for the distraction. Yeah, we're rocking. I got frames dropping every now and then. I think the one thing I have to update my PC, and I have my OBS streaming in 1080p, and I think I'm just going to lower it to 720 and accept the drop. Definitely the 60 FPS on my webcam was fucking it up. I was up till like 4 a.m. playing ZZZ and managed to max out my main, so now I gotta wait till the next event. You're such a dork. This guy makes fun of me constantly. A Huawei that's probably worthless, but I'll still sell it. It's kind of disgusting, to be honest. Holy shit, that's gross. The headphone jack is wild. Headphone jack is fucking the grossest I've ever seen. I think you guys might be able to see that. I'm not too certain. Yeah, no, it's too black. I'll sell the Huawei, but it's a risky one. I tried to get that friggin' game. It needs so much storage space. Oh, here we go. Raza's gonna either call you a broke boy or lecture you about how you need to get a certain type of phone. Sour cream chocolate cake. Okay, that's not that bad, though. I have made that before. Sour cream chocolate cake. Moist carrot cake. Mandarin orange cake. Glazed marble chiffon. Buttermilk banana cake. Caramel apple cake. Cranberry orange pound cake. Pumpkin pecan cake. All reasonable. Peppermint candy cookies. Lime hazelnut zingers. Chinese almond cookies. chocolate-filled spritz, crispy Norwegian bows. That doesn't sound like a real thing. Mint candy cookies, fruit pastel cookies, snow mint butter cookies, raspberry nut pinwheels, wreath holiday cookies, poppy seed bundt cake, lime angel food cake. Some of these are interesting. Fudge raspberry torte, double-decker fudge, lemon nut star cookies. Sus title, I say. Sus title, I say. H, and GI are which ones? Makes no effing sense. It's not even open world or super realistic graphics. This guy's serious into the gacha games now, eh? He uses all the acronyms and everything. This is a dollar store teddy bear, and food was just getting delivered. I got a little quiet there. I was trying to listen to who's in the shop. He is a 150-year-old mini Canada. It's a 150-year-old. We're going to take the dollar store sticker off. Genshin Impact, true enough. Honkai Star Rail. Honkai Star Rail is HH? Why is it HH? Oh, probably the Japanese name. I'm saying that as an anime geek, I should know that. I'm trying to sell the MIDI Canada MIDI cuddle. He's just a little teddy bear. A little wee teddy bear. Yeah, Honkai Star Rail is definitely... Is this another drunk one? Made of dishonor. Well, okay, I don't know where they get these fucking sashes from. When there's a Gundam gacha, it'll be a game over for Bailey. They had one before. I tried playing it. But it was ages ago. But it's always, whenever they do a Gundam gacha, it's like Gunpla based. And like, I like real life Gunpla. But at the end of the day, like, pretending to be a weeb in your room putting together plastic bits is like such a waste of time when I can just like be a weeb in my room putting together plastic bits. The shot queen. Call me the shot queen. Hell yeah. Fuck yeah. Grandma's killing it with these sashes. She knows how to have a party. Gundam gacha. That's interesting. Little beer glass, shot glass. I guess he's worthwhile. He's not a dollar store one. He's a real glass. It is antique. Throw him in this one. What the fuck? Cufflink? Cheap cufflink, though, it seems like. I mean, I guess I can take it, but I don't really care too much for it. Tundra? This looks kind of real, but it looks like it could also be very fake. Made in Canada. I think it's made to look like Inuit art. But for some reason, I don't buy it. I don't buy it. Especially if it's in my random family's house. This ain't actual Inuit art. I think it's plastic. It could be carved out of stone. The writing in it is what makes it look actual human-made. Because he's got a made in Canada on his butt and Tundra on the back. Pull the furries easy. This guy, it's karma, bro. It's karma. You get into the gambling, you're going to have to deal with more furries. Heritage Church of Canada, 1958. Most Catholics have heard, at one time or another, the accusation that having statues in the church is wrong. The pointing finger of condemnation goes so far as to claim that we Catholics worship these images. Such statements make for wrinkled foreheads filled with question marks for most of us. The same issue was debated in the 8th and 9th centuries. At that time, great controversy arose over the representation of the human figure for devotional purposes. In the early 700s, two bishops of Asia Minor questioned question the respect given to the icons. The Roman Emperor Leo III, backed by 2 bishops, and by the year 1726, the grammar here is terrible. The Roman Emperor Leo III backed the 2 bishops, and by the year 726 indicated that he wanted all images to be destroyed, and the destruction of crucifixes, icons, and reliquaries began. The destruction of sacred images was not universal. Some areas responded to the order more wholeheartedly than others. A number of influential people opposed the order. Saint Jean Damascene wrote articles for the Bishop of Jerusalem defending the images. The popes of Rome, politically still under the emperor, vehemently disagreed with him in letters, and the monks and civil servants of Constantinople also resisted the empire in this matter. Oh, it's a parish bulletin. I mean, it's unique. Melfort, Saskatchewan Parish Bulletin. I mean, we could try to eBay it. It's a piece of history someone might want. It sucks all the characters I hate are really good. Yeah, sounds like your life, eh? Big L's. Big L's all around. Likes bad media, has bad opinions, likes the bad characters. Ha ha ha. Breaking the bread. So this is a book that breaks down communion. And when was this printed? It's got an ISBN number, 1983. Just because of the title, I'm going to take it. But again, I guess no internet age. I guess no internet age, you need a book with pictures in it that explains what communion is. And what breaking bread is. Now we can just Google all this stuff. Interesting, okay. I never thought it was. Sometimes I neglect like the extra tools that would have been needed in the era before internet. How did you screw up HS and Genshin WW or HS IWO? What screw up what part of it though? I'm confused on Roz's behalf. So Nat Geos, these Nat Geos always do great. So we'll keep these bad boys for sure. My grandma's just terrible at packing and ends up making herself super heavy boxes. So I'm trying to make this easier for her. Why don't you, come on, refocus on Bailey. Light and tasty recipes, January 16th, 2006. I'll put this in the for later pile. Family Circle, 10 cents. Oh, to 429 great gifts to make all year round from just 10 cents to $10. Family's Choice Circle magazine. Family Circle brings you, so when was this made? The age is really going to make me decide whether I want it or not. 1977. Let's give this a quick Google lens. I'd be tight. Focus on Bailey. Thank you, thank you. It seems like it worked. You yell at my webcam and it worked. But I'm asking your opinion. Which one of those games would be the dopest? I'd say especially if you're new to this and you're looking to dabble, start with Genshin Impact. Start with the Genshin and then expand your horizons from there, you know? After this, I have to do some plumbing work. I'm going to go until 2 o'clock my time, so that's another 2.5 hours. In about 15-20 minutes, I'm going to take a pee break for sure. Oh, this guy's worth $15 on Amazon. eBay. 23 bucks. Mine's a bit beat up. I think this is a good stall book too, so I'm going to put this in. Yeah, he ain't got enough space for ZZZ. He needs a more digestible space. I'm like big mid on all these games. They're like hyper addictive, and I just feel like I'm getting ripped off after a while. So big medium, big medium. There's a little safety pin with a P on it. I think that might be from my great-grandfather, though. I think that might be Pittsburgh Metals. What is this? A little screw? With a G? A little G? Alright, get in there. Give me that. Okay, box can be used later, though, so that's good. Genshin Impact is great if you can overlook all the cringe personalities of everyone in the game. As in the other players, or what? More books, more books, more books. Yeah, we'll get through this box, then I'm going to take my pee break. I'm going to refill my coffee and throw out some of these scraps here, too. And then I got to sort through this extra bucket that I've got right in front of the cam. I think I do want to sell it. And we're probably going to pack a box or two so that it's already set up for shipping for a good old Franny. Yeah, I was playing the Transformers game for a while. It was cool. Battle as Optimus. I know an elder lady who does nothing but play Genshin Impact, the MJ Smoke White lady from the hood. Yeah. The auntie. The cool auntie you always visit, but I do know what you're talking about. The fight mechanics are cool. I'd like to throw hands at many of them, though. Carpentry and building construction. Popular science. This was $50, so how old is this? So this would have been a lot of money if it's old. 1976. $50 in 1976. How much was $50 in 1976? This book is probably good, but it's big and heavy. I'm a little hesitant to throw it in. Give me back to Google Lens, thank you. Carpentry, building, and construction. The fighting, yeah, many of the characters try Diablo Immortal. There's no way. It's a Blizzard game. It's definitely taking up way too much space. Okay, so this is interesting, but I don't know if I want to bother with the shipping on this. $13, yeah. There's probably some interesting projects in here, though. What new Sega games? Yeah, I guess this would be handy, but it's also all such old building techniques. They're like, I'm sure if you used half this shit, your fucking building inspection ain't gonna pass. It looks like there's some cool like flagstone ideas and stuff, but what's a power screed? What the fuck is that? A power screed. Compact and coarse granular fill before the application of grout coat. Applying damp proofing over the grout coat in preparation for the concrete floor slab. Okay, put it in the save for later pile. It's not worthless, but it's a little too hefty. One day, Ninja Gaiden. Ninja Gaiden for the phone. Oh, yeah, play Maple Story, bro. Play Maple Story. There's also a Monster Hunter game on phone if you wanted to try that. So we got Cool Ray clip-on sunglasses. They're quite wobbly. I think it's they fit on multiple sizes, but these aren't gonna. Yeah, these definitely. Kind of cool though. Definitely eBay store worthy. A little beat up. If I can manage to shine them up, I'll probably use some vinegar. They're a little rusty. Clean them up with some vinegar, and it should be able to rock. Cool Ray clip-on. Interesting pack. I like that one. I'm just going to double check my windows because I'm going around otherwise. Yeah, Monster Hunter plays exactly like Pokemon Go. He doesn't have a lot of data. So that's another issue, but still, I mean, you could still like do that just when you're out at shops and shit. Never played Pokemon Go? Then Monster Hunter could be a good start. The Monster Hunter is pretty much like, it's very similar. It's just you're monster hunting instead of Pokemon catching. It gives you the same mechanics as the main RPG. I forget what it's called though. I forget, it's Monster Hunter something. I'm trying to get some tunes in my earphones, ear holes, whatever you want to call them. Forget. My TikTok is finally fucking working. Shoutouts to Fran. I'm like getting multiple followers a day finally. George the Cat just followed me. Shoutouts to George the Cat. Monster Hunter Now. Yeah, that's what it's called. Monster Hunter Now. You go outside and you fight the monsters. And Monster Hunter is like, I don't know a relative comparison if you've never played it. It's a classic weeb game. It's really fun. It's very grindy. It's super, it might be Korean, so it might be racist, but it's super Japanese game. So it's like not necessarily about doing bigger, brighter, more explosion-y World of Warcraft stuff. You just like play the same boss over and over and over and over again to like earn rewards so you could get the next cool piece of armor for your character or next cool weapon. My house is in the snow biome with specific monsters. That is cool. Like I might do it later. Just again, Bailey's Life. I barely have time for anything if I'm playing fucking. So this is a 3M sample of an easy trap duster. Is it sealed? No, someone definitely took one of the dusters out of here. Oh, it's sticky. Ugh, I probably shouldn't have touched that. Why is it sticky? $2016. It's not old enough. We're throwing them out. Felix the Cat, barely. Nah, bro. Again, my grandmother's having a concert here on Friday night. She has jam night on Friday night. So, my dad's going to be throwing together a buffet that'll probably help with some of the cooking. And then there'll be a bunch of dudes just playing instruments. Playing, like... Unfortunately, they don't play country, but they play, like, country style of rock. A lot of Eric Clapton and shit. That type of stuff. I'm in the middle of fucking nowhere. There ain't no malls in this town. All the malls are an hour and a half away, bro. There's like 20,000 people in this town or something, like barely. I think it's 60,000. There's like 60,000 people in this town. I think way less. It's 60,000 including all the workers that are here for temporary. Let's see. Let's look it up. Let's look up the population of Drumheller. There's one mall, and it's shut down because the grocery store shut down. Oh, it's even less than I thought. There's 8,000 people in the town. There's 8,000 people in this town. That's it. We're in the middle of nowhere, bud. We're in the middle of nowhere. 8,000 people. It's kind of wild. If you want to look it up here, I'm in Drumheller. In the middle of the desert, bro. Okay, Betty Crocker recipe book. How old is this? 2012. This one's worth keeping as well. We should be able to sell Betty Crocker. Put them in the pile with the small stuff. So some of these books are good. But there was one mall and the mall shut down. We could go to Walmart. I could try to pick up some people with diabetes. That's a little rude. That's a little harsh. Let's apologize for that one. Let's not get canceled there. That's a little rude to country folks. I went full Raza on that one. Bisquick. A lot of these recipe books, as I said, my grandpa he would hoard all these, and so that he could get ideas before the internet. Bro said pick up people. That's all you. That one. Hey, no, it's your influence from being in my chat. I'd never say anything like that. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. This guy's like the biggest anti-feminist in the chat. Woman jokes every 10 minutes. Tells me it's on me. Canadian Living. January 2018. Hearty Healthy Favorites. This one's a little fucked up, though. My gut is telling me no on this one. It's going out. Eat This, Not That. 2010 edition. Pizza Hut. Why is it... It's saying to eat Pizza Hut? What the fuck? Did you know a Stouffer's white meat chicken pot pie has as much saturated fat as 6 scoops of ice cream? Choosing prime rib over baby back ribs at Outback will save you more than 2,000 calories. You can save nearly 500 calories and more than 20 grams of fat just by ordering a banana split at Dairy Queen instead of Baskin Robbins. How much PR money was put into this? It's just all PR marketing. It's all just PR. What the fuck? It's just a big PR. What? Why? Yeah, it's like eat In-N-Out. Instead of the double-double, eat the cheeseburger. I love women. They love me. I know the best woman. This is one of the wildest books I've ever seen. How much did they have to pay to get in here? Yeah, it's telling you to eat an Arby's melt. What is this? What is this? What book is going to tell you to eat an Arby's melt over a wrap? This is crazy. It's infuriating. It's like a health nut. It's like, yeah, here, eat the Arby's melt. What are you saying? Yeah, eat the Arby's melt instead of a market fresh roast turkey and Swiss sandwich. So instead of a turkey Swiss sandwich, eat the processed cheese and roast beef that's been sprayed with Lord knows what. What the fuck? I can't believe this. I can't believe this. What kind of fucking PR book is this? It's like all these different mainstream companies is saying like eat, and it's telling you to eat an Arby's melt instead of like a sandwich, a fresh sandwich. It's like eat processed cheese. Like, get out of here. What the fuck? This is crazy. Starbucks, Pizza Hut. My brain. Papa John's, Panera Bread, Panda Express. Olive Garden, McDonald's. When did McDonald's have chicken strips? Well, I'm infuriated. I am very much malding. And how long ago did McDonald's have chicken strips, bro? This is crazy. I'm gonna lose my mind, bro. I'm gonna spaz out here. So, what is this? Who made this? Rodale, 2009. What is this? Dedication. No. To the 5 million men and women who have made Eat This Not That a publishing phenomenon and who have spread the word to friends and relatives about the importance of knowing what's really in our food. Because of our passionate efforts, food manufacturers and restaurant chains have woken up to the fact that more and more of us demand good, solid information about our food and healthy choices that, holy shit, this is a terribly written sentence. Raza, they just in one sentence used they used 3 commas and they used and 1, 2, 3, 4 times. They used 3 commas and 4 ands in one sentence. That was like the worst run-on sentence. And it starts with because. And the sentence starts with because. Jesus Christ. And then the next paragraph starts with and. Holy fuck. And to the men and women working in America's fields, farms, and supermarkets, waiting tables, and toiling in kitchens everywhere. Colon. It is because why is the I the I shouldn't be capitalized after the colon? It is because of your hard work that Americans have so many options. How many other grammar errors are in here? Jesus. Yeah. My brain. I'll bring it back. This is funny enough. Holy shit, that one sentence. Because of your passionate efforts, comma, food manufacturers and restaurant chains have woken up to the fact that more of us demand good, comma, solid information about our food and healthy choices that will let us drop pounds and stay lean for life. Oh, fucking my journalism degree, I'm gonna rage, bro. Oh, that was painful. Jesus Christ, that was one of the worst paragraphs I've read in a while. Why, that's the foreword, too. That's wild. It's definitely one of the worst paragraphs I've read in a while. Like, so bad it stands out to me. Yeah, second half should be a new sentence. And use a different fucking grammar tool. Uh-oh, bit rate's dropping. Come on, you're gonna survive. Stay alive. Stay with me. Stay with me. Stay with me. Come on, tell us. Come on, tell us. Yeah, that was painful, bro. That was painful. Come on, tell us. I believe in you. I believe in you. I know we're in a grandma's basement. We've probably never had upload speeds like this ever. I am probably the first person to upload this much. Come on. We're gonna make it. I believe in you. I believe in you, interwebs. The Art of Food. Oster. Chocolate Chip Waffle Delight. How old is this? I mean, I guess it's worthwhile. I'll still keep this one. We should be able to eBay this too. I'm kind of sus, but... Alright, we're live. We made it through, everybody. Thank you, Tellus. Thank you, Tellus Overlords. Also, everybody, again, sorry for no music. I'm on the YouTube's live streaming. I've got the schedule back up and running. I took my morning yesterday while everyone was working. I was helping the family by observing their staff member. So I was just like scheduling YouTube videos and evaluating their front of house staff at the same time. So I was being a little sneaky boy. I looked like I was just head down in the computer, but I was really scanning to see what the staff were doing in the restaurant. I definitely pulled it off. Everyone, all the country folk were just like, "What are you doing?" They didn't. I'm like, I'm scheduling YouTube videos, and they're like, "How many do you have to schedule?" I'm like 14. Like that's how much you have to do. They were amazed by the work, and then I'm like, yeah, and then I have to make 2 posts. I sat there doing it for an hour. And they're like, we didn't know your work takes this much work. They're like, oh, you really are like your grandparents, just in a different way. Tomorrow I'm about to get my ass kicked. I gotta finish this. I have to open up a wall, take out all the insulation. I have to figure out where one of the pipes are leaking. I have to identify that so then I can seal the pipes after we close the kitchen tonight. And then I'm probably going to shower, and then I'm going to get ready to run the front of house. I have to serve for the entire afternoon. Then I'm probably going to mop the restaurant till about 11 p.m. if I had to estimate. And then I have to, for tomorrow morning, get up. I have to go to Dollarama for 9 a.m. to buy catering supplies. Then I have to come back. I have to do a post, and then I have to start cooking all the catering food. And then I'll get a small breather midday. And then I have to do all the serving for the evening at the restaurant, as well as finish my catering platters. And then I get up at Friday morning, and I start about 8 a.m. And then I have to get all the catering orders together, set up, load the car, and I have to deliver the catering job by 11 a.m. Hey, no one said I ain't day drinking. No, I'm kidding. I start hitting the booze a little earlier than I should. Probably about 5 p.m. But don't tell Grandma. Don't tell Grandma my Dr. Pepper's got a little rum in it, but I've been a good boy otherwise. I'm just gonna, GoPro would be cool. I'm thinking about Insta360 camera. And then I'm probably going to, at least in this case, I'm just going to be more youthful with it. I'm going to do a lot more of those stories. And then for the catering job, like the morning of, I'm going to be a little bit TikTokery. Stand outside like, today I got to cater with my family. Come along for the ride. And then I'll add some clips of me chopping veggies, add some clips of Grandma doing her thing, add some clips of us putting in the car, and I'll make one big TikTok out of it. Yeah, we'll sort it out. I'm a little schedule chaotic, but as I said, I just gave this whole chaos I have for the next few days. Next week is just a normal restaurant week, so I'll have more time like this where I can hang out and work on this stuff, and one of them I'll be sorting out my schedule, so I'll get back to you about it next week. My sprint stops. It's supposed to stop on Sunday, but my grandmother's a grandma, so we're supposed to have a day off Sunday. We're like, oh, great, we get to sleep in and do whatever we want. And she's like, I may have told all of my friends that they can come over and we'll make them brunch. I mean, my dad are just like, big eye roll. We're like, we'll do it, but they're getting all of the leftovers from the catering job. We're making food out of the catering job for them. They're not getting fresh breakfast from us. That's the line. Oh. And then I'm not excited to go upstairs. It's like 38 degrees in Alberta, and the kitchen's on. It's gonna be. I'm gonna sweat another fucking 2 liters of water probably. We gotten stoned as hell so many times. We've had a couple drinky poos. I'm a big iced tea boy. Big iced tea boy. I like lemonade, but Ricardo Magazine 2015, Canada's new cooking magazine. This one is gonna be a fucking Google Lens for sure. I'm almost through my magazines, which is great. I can work on the boxes after my break. My bladder is filling up. I gotta get that sorted soon. Okay, that was our fucking Google Lens sometimes. I take a photo of a specific magazine cover. I'm hoping it's gonna give me that magazine, and it just gives me all of the editions of that magazine. So Ricardo Mag. August 2015. And I still had the Campbell soup in it. Cool, that's super helpful. Yeah, love it, love it. There's none of it on eBay, it looks like, but that might be a good problem. Let's take out the date on it. There's nothing listed, but considering the name is Ricardo, might be able to get some free SEO off of it. We're gonna say it's a yes. There's a place called Odd Burger. It's like vegan and fast food replicas. Yeah, I've been there. $1 ice creams. You gotta get those hipsters in the door somehow. American Classics, 2013. It's still got the old man's little bookmarks in it. I think this one I might read for me after. I'm curious. It's got all the old man's bookmarks in it. He's got key lime pie bookmarked. He's got bourbon chocolate pecan pie bookmarked. Bourbon chocolate pecan pie does sound fucking fire. Good call, Grandpa. And then he's got the best ever grilled cheese sandwiches, which aren't that crazy. It's just a grilled cheese sandwich with good effort in it. There's nothing crazy there. Zesty Sloppy Joes. But if I'm correct, I think it's the Chicago style beef sandwiches, like the Bear beef sandwiches, the sandwiches you see on the Bear. What's your fave ice cream flavor? I don't know. I'm big flexible on that shit. Also, shouts for the good chat etiquette, bro. I appreciate you. I don't know. Last my grandmother I had with the pie that she made. I had a cherry chocolate chip ice cream. That was pretty fire. I like the in betweens. I like a chocolate base with shit in it. So like a Rocky Road is up my alley. Anything kind of adjacent to it. Anything that you got chocolate with a little bit of this. I'm a big chocolate man, so I like my chocolate. This one I'm going to read this later for my own enjoyment. I'm curious. I want to see his recipes that he set aside. Taste of Home, new for 2012. 2012 Taste of Home. This is tiny. More recipes. Fantastic. That's what we want. Holy crap, I've got like all of his recipes. But Grandma's Kitchen. What does he have in here? He has a rye bread recipe. I could use that. Rye bread. Yeah, this might be my for funsies reading tonight. Muesli. Baked apple pancake. Puffy oven pancake with fresh fruit. Puffy oven pancake. Puffy oven pancake. Dutch and German dish. Puffy oven pancake. I really want to try the puff. Good bookmarks, old man. Appreciate you. Salmon cucumber. Oh, it's just a recipe, catering order. Yeah. Hey. The human I'm dating right now is also of that persuasion, so it is funny to say. Uh, I like a frozen yogurt too. I like a good frozen yogurt. I wouldn't say it's better. If you're gonna put better or best, gelato. Gelato's pretty fucking fire when you go to a fresh gelato shop. Um, Frozen yogurt I don't mind, but if it's frozen yogurt, then I want all the fruit in it. If it's frozen yogurt, then I go fruit direction, more strawberry, that type of shit. Farmer's Almanac, special anniversary issue. Canadian Farmer's Almanac. Weather forecasts. Oh, this isn't as cool as it used to be back in the day. It's still useful, but it's not what it was. So it gives you like the astronomy, the estimate. So if you don't know, Farmer's Almanac, classic. Used to be a big ass deal back in the day, especially with the internet. It's a lot more digestible and easy now. But it gives you the predicted sun up and sun down for the entire calendar year ahead. It gives you some astronomy so that more so you can understand more about the rotation of the planets and the suns. The sun is not Tatooine. And it gives you a rough prediction of rainfall, like precipitation and temperature for the upcoming year. Obviously not accounting for storms and shit. These modern ones, yeah, it definitely has a lot less info. But when you find the old 1950s ones and stuff, they also include like growing times for grains, when's best to plant, that type of bullshit. Frozen yogurt, actually yogurt, so it's like fruit bottom yogurt but just frozen. Typically sweeter, a little creamier. Frozen yogurt, you can just straight up freeze the yogurt if you want to, but usually they'll add some sort of organic thickener like a stevia type shit and sweeten it up a little bit, and then they tend to blend the fruit in. But you could always take yogurt and just mosh it up in between too, and that does the same effect. Gelato is pretty much the same thing as ice cream, but it's no cream. It's the exact same concept, but it doesn't use cream. It just uses like the straight syrups of whatever you're making it out of, and I think it uses milk if I'm correct. I could be wrong on the milk tip. Gelato tends to have a lot less. If you're getting gelato from a gelato shop, it should have a lot less sugar. It's supposed to be way less. They use natural ingredients. So if you're getting a chocolate, it's straight chocolate. You're getting a cherry, it's straight cherry. The gelato shops also have like sorbets, like a lemon and cherry sorbets typically. And those, you're saying you like lemonade, you go to a gelato shop and get their lemon sorbet. Italian lemon ice, sometimes it's called, as simply put. Fucking fuego. I don't really have. I made my own strawberry frozen yogurt a month ago or two. It was pretty good. I've done it before, but not in restaurant capacity. I've done it as like at home as a kid with my mom. I haven't made like a big batch of frozen yogurt before. But I know it's not that complicated. Crock pot slow cooker. Yep, we're gonna slow crock pot. Taste of Home. What's your year? 2010. Worth taking. A little fucked up though. I'll try it. I'm sus of this one. I'm gonna put this in this maybe pile. I made my own Oh yeah, so same comment. What's Cooking by Kraft? 50 years. Spring 2009. I always find it astounding as a writer, man. It's like, fuck, Raza. We became writers at the wrong time. Like, I have a beer store magazine in my stock, in my inventory, and they had an entire publication department at the beer store where they employed writers to travel and write about beer store stuff. This Kraft What's Cooking, full of employed writers. But imagine all these people lost their jobs around the time that we fucking graduated. It's wild. Not big on lemon foods, like lemon for health drinks are cool, but not food. I do like normal ice cream, but then yeah, I prefer like that's where I do get a bit snobby, like Chapman's, any of the Breyers. It has to be good ice cream because good ice cream shouldn't have that much sugar in it. But any of the cheapies, classic, pretty much anything you get in the grocery store, yeah, it's all just sugar. It's sugar and corn syrup. It's a lot of corn syrup, actually. That's why it tastes so sweet. Simple and delicious taste of home, all right? Reader's Digest 2012. What a year. What a year. What a year to be alive. Special Holidays issue. Is this one ripped? Or am I tripping out? Is that a bad graphic design? Oh, it's a misprint. Bad graphic design. I like me a tart food. I like a tart food. Why is Russell P... I guess it's Reader's Digest. Fun and games quotes? Like, this is what the fuck is this? This is like a glorified Instagram post in this magazine. You just got some floating heads with a Russell Peters quote. Like, why? Who... It's terrible graphic design. What the fuck is... Some of these old magazines, I'm like, why didn't anyone give me the job? I could have taken that job. Holy shit, I could put a floating Russell Peters head and make some money off of that. Yeah, Haagen-Dazs is fire. I've only ever seen Haagen-Dazs stands in Spain. No, same. I don't mind Haagen-Dazs, but even then, it's full of... It's extra sugary, too. Probably in Spain and somewhere else, it's definitely better. They use way more proper ingredients than we do over here. But the Haagen-Dazs we get here, although better, is still full of extra crap. Pillsbury. More recipe cards. This old man was wild. I highly respect it. It's cool that he had like just all the info on hand. But holy fuck, what did you get? Pillsbury recipe? When are you going to think to actually look at this book? This is borderline hoarding. It can be? Okay. I have had ones before from them that were proper. But I think just like the good old classic sticks. As Betty Crocker's fucked. It's not worth it. Taste of Home Thanksgiving 2012. Yep. Why was he getting so many Taste of Home books in 2012? It's so specific. Rope Work for the Farm 1948. This one's cool. Distributed by the University of Alberta. Oh, and what's all this other shit inside? Popular Science Reference Library number 6. Math Shortcuts for the Homeowner. Oh, this is cool. Shadows are proportional. How to measure rafters. Diagonal rule eliminates fractions. I've seen this one. Calculating distances. Cool. Cool. P.S. Tear out your booklet. 1957. Intriguing. Yeah, I like this. Math Shortcuts, 1957. Yeah. Punny. Punny. I'll let you read that title. It could be taken a couple ways. Number 10. Movable spider submerges tube for testing in water. Removing spring shackle bolts of transverse springs. Lamp to replace fuse and circuit helps locate shorts. Extension sun visor. Cool, cool, cool. Yeah, we'll keep this shit. This is interesting. I mean, that's a big variety of... That's a big spread of... Like, all of them are water sports except for one. That's... How did you get... How did you pair those together? Let me throw that. How did you pair those together? And then I'll give my opinion. I'm tripping on how you pair those. Wow, how did those end up as a bunch? Preface to the 6th edition. In September 1924, the first edition of this bulletin was printed. The supply of that edition was rapidly exhausted, and the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th editions have now been distributed. The continued demand for the information contained in the previous issues has resulted in the present edition being made available. Many filed questions on the last page, and it is hoped that many others will assist us again by answering the questions on the last 2 pages of this bulletin. The details of the Australian quick halter were sent to us in what?
Go ahead, finish.
By an Alberta farmer and included in the 3rd edition. What's good, Grandma?
When you're free, if you could go shopping, because our cheddar didn't come in.
Okay, so do you want me to go early or do you want me to go?
Whenever, don't.
So do you want me to go during the 2 o'clock break though?
If you want, yes.
Okay.
Just want to let you know.
But that's it. Can you? That's the only thing you need me to get?
Oh no, I need lots of stuff, but cheddar is what.
But that's why I'm clarifying. How long is the grocery trip going to be? A long one?
Well, it just depends. You
Okay.
can do it today or you can do it tomorrow, as long as we get cheddar today.
Well, you just say, yeah, okay. Okay.
That's all I'm telling you.
I'll do the Dollarama and shit tomorrow, though.
Yeah.
But okay, all right.
Okay, but just cheddar is what we need.
Okay.
Okay? But the rest you can do tomorrow before my oil change. Remember?
I forgot about the oil change, too. Let me write that shit down.
Yeah, oil change is 10 o'clock tomorrow.
Yeah? Yeah, I know.
Okay?
Okay, gotcha.
Okay?
Okay.
Like I said, whenever you are available. Okay?
I was going to finish at 2 p.m.
Oh, that's fine.
Okay.
Yep. Okay, we'll do without. We'll have matzah.
Okay.
Okay.
I knew it. I knew I'd get a grandma favor. She still got me for about an hour and a half here. I definitely I jump on the jet ski wave too. I'm still curious about how you paired all those up. That's what's tripping me out. But if I had to pick one, jet skiing sounds awesome, but I've never done it. Surfing is like kind of cool, but I don't care to obsess over it. I would do it like one day, but I'm not really like... A lot of people are obsessed with surfing for no reason, I find. I don't get it. Skydiving, big meh. One of my only nightmares that I wake up from often is like falling from heights. So maybe one day when I'm strapped into it, I'll do one of the strapped-in skydiving ones, so then I don't have to worry about any of the details or faint and then not pull my fucking cord, any of those scary things. Wakeboarding I'll gladly do, but I've never been wealthy. I barely know any friends with a cottage, and the ones that I do know that have a cottage don't have a powerboat like that. Diving, I've done a couple cliff jumping. I've done like Canada, cottage country, like cliff diving. So that's like the highest I would say I've done is like 12 feet, 14 feet. That scares the fuck out of me. I hated it. I had to really nut up. To do that because, as I said, falling from heights. It was trippy. I went so deep into the water after it was fucking freezing. I think it plays in my head like a montage or a travel promo video. It's actually hand gliding first, then skydiving, falling on the ski hill into the air, parasailing, falls down, wakeboard, hopping on the jet ski, diving deep, and surfing is the addition. Okay, fair. You're seeing it as like an old school montage per se, eh? Grandma's touch. There's another saved recipe in here. Retail price, ISBN. Worth it, but a bit heavy, so we'll set it aside. Pumpkin rolls, cream cheese frosting, fluffy creamy icing, easy fudge icing. It must have been pumpkin rolls that he had saved because there's nothing else in there that would interest him. A Cole Bennett music video, fair enough. 5-string banjo strings. banjo strings. These are all in here. 2A. Fucking A. Okay, good. Robin Hood, no sift recipes, desserts and sauces. Yeah, more recipes. These are all perfect. Yeah, like a Juice World style ass music video where they're just doing all the extreme sports in one go. I kind of see what you're saying with that. Just reset. I'm double checking my windows again. Sometimes I miss kick messages, so I'm just checking everything. All American Cooking, $5.95, Volume 1, 1997, for sure. Taste of Home. How old are you? This Taste of Home edition. 2002, Yes, I Want You. 2002, Yes, I Want You. What else do we got on the Kick here? Nope, Kick's just chilling. Nothing cool about Kick. YouTube's still running. Fuego. Fuego, fuego. Getting YouTube followers here and there, which is nice. It's very nice. Modern plumbing for old and new houses. Solar connections and more. Contents. What? Modern plumbing. Jay Hayden. Modern plumbing for old and new houses. How old are you, though, Mr. Book? Pretty good condition, 1981. I'll take it, but I don't know how I'm going to sell this one. I might put this in the save for later pile just because of that. I'm going to put you in the save for later pile. I'll figure out what to do with you later. Okay, we almost made it through 2 boxes. Then I take a washroom break, re-up my coffee, probably get distracted by grandma, so I gotta be honest, it'll be 10-15 minutes. People like to yap at me. Gonna tackle some tasks, hope the day goes well, and something exciting for y'all. Who knows, 222 on the timer for realsies. The Doctor's Book of Home Remedies, over 1,200 new doctor-tested tips and techniques that anyone can use to heal hundreds of everyday health problems. 1993. Interesting. Book's a little too heavy for these packs, though. Seems kind of worthwhile. Miss Cleo, call me now. Alright, I always appreciate your support. Thank you for keeping the chat running. I see you. I see you observing. I see you saying that, like, oh, the one way to get this to grow is to keep the chat busy. So I do highly, highly, highly appreciate how you hear me out and perform from there. So thank you, sir. Taste of Home. What year is this? 2005. Yep. Taste of Home 2018. Yep. Halloween. Food, Fun, and Crafts. This one's ripped up. Out of here. Halloween, Food, Fun, and Crafts. Hey, what's up, Ruse? Big dubs, big dubs. Appreciate you dropping in. I'm in my grandmother's basement today. Yeah, Ruse is a multi-platform man, though. We can't confine him to being just a kick man. We got to give Ruse some respect on his name, though. You want the ripped up Halloween one? Because I'll bring you the ripped up Halloween one. The other one's Pillsbury. That's going in my eBay store, dog. I hope you're doing well, Ruse. Appreciate you. I love that Ruse is always turning in when I'm in some dingy basement scene. Now I'm in Alberta, Canada, my mans. Visiting my grandparents. Grandma. I kind of am visiting the old man in spirit by going through all of his stuff. I've been lurking before Grandma came in. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, my dad's upstairs running the kitchen and my grandma's running the front of house. They're trying to respect my space and capacity. Plus, I'm helping my own business and helping them get rid of shit at the same time. So I hang out down here handle this stuff, and I serve in the evenings. I run the front of house in the evenings. And tell you what, I've run a lot of restaurants in my life. It's easy to get fucking tips and sell more when your dad's in the kitchen, your grandma's doing all the baking. You can roll in and you're just like, oh, well, did you know my grandmother baked a fresh pie today? And they're like, wow, give me a piece of that. This is kind of wrecked. And absolutely, he's here with you in spirit. I'll save the ripped up Halloween one for you. Let me get my ass out of this chair. I've been sitting on a stool forever anyways. Holy shit. Woo! Okay. It's not that bad. It's not that sore of a spot. I think it's just one of those that are stationary. Yeah, much love, much love. Save this for Aline. Busy woman first. Busy woman first for... that's another terrible graphic design. I think it's first for busy woman is what the title is. We put you first. Yeah, it's gotta be first for busy woman. Why not work every angle of your curves? But yeah, Grandma Fran here had her food delivery today. Let's try some. I sell these weird magazines typically. We got our food delivery today. They do it at the right scale. So typically a lot of the product is brought by like a food supplier. But considering how we're in a town of 8,000 people and it's quite out of the way for them, very often they'll forget something in their order. And since it's like they're usually driving out from Calgary or one of the larger cities, if they forget something, there's no fixing it. And sorry, the bitrate decided to go to shit again. I gotta really fiddle with the settings, because if I want to do story time with my grandma as one of the next ones, can't be like this. This will be a problem. I think I have to use the shitty webcam. I think the high-end webcam is also giving it a little too much data while it's pushing it. But stream settings are too high. The 1080p, I need to switch them to 720. I need to go fucking full potato with it. That will help a lot. But either way, Ruse, I'm gonna put it in your kick chat just so you're aware. But big BRB, big BRB. BRB, water refill, and checking on Jima. Big pin. Pin that message. It doesn't want to pin it. Yeah. Won't be long. Probably about 10 minutes. As I said, the family likes to distract me, so we'll see how it goes. Thank you, everybody. Appreciate you. Appreciate y'all big time. Done. BRB. Alright, we back. We back. Should be ready to rock. I'm just gonna unpin the messages. I don't think I can pin to kick right now for some reason. Also, shouts to Ruse. Shouts to Ruse. Oh, and thanks for the follow, Limon Taifa Hirani. 40 minutes ago. Missed that. I gotta get my notifications set up better for mobile streaming. They're good at home when I'm on my good old desktop, but then once I'm here, I end up messing up some stuff. Okay, the stool's not the problem, but my legs were too squished up. So I think what we're gonna do, I think I'm gonna pack up one of these boxes with some of these recipe books. Or maybe I'm rushing to packing, and next week I do packing, I think. I think next week I do packing. And then maybe we'll move around. We have tough decisions to make here, chat. Tough decisions. Yo, and my camera slows down so much, and I wonder why. Let's close this YouTube window. I think that's just it's not needed. Slowing me down. We have the kick window open, running fine. My bit rates are fine. I'm real laggy though. Even on my OBS, which is crazy. My CPU isn't overheating yet. Meh. Whatever, I'm not gonna obsess over it now. It's a later problem. Fucking tech and streaming, eh? We got potato stream going on right now. It was evening out every like 5-10 minutes, so we're gonna pray. We're gonna pray. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. My in-person stall. Silly problems. Very silly problems. Okay. Get the tunes back on. Get the tunes back on. Perfect. Let's get to it. Alright. So. Goddamn potato stream. Come on. Kick back up. Kick back up. I'm losing way too many frames. How many frames does my OBS say it's losing? Dropped frames, 580. 0.2%. It feels like a lot more dropped frames than that. Ugh. Tech. Oh, here we go. We're back. It's working again. Interesting. I wonder what... Maybe it is the internet then. Intriguing. Okay. So this book, though. I'm going to slide you over here. Roses, because you didn't fit... Yeah, you did fit in laterally. So what are we doing here? And then we'll take all these books. The one thing about... Grandma hooks me up with all these, but even stuff I think is garbage, she's like, I need it all in one pile so I can look through it. So these recipe cards I think are also going to be fucking great for me. I think I might sell them as a lot. I think that's a crazy lot. And then, what was I saying earlier? Oh yeah. Ruse, I would say... I would love your Instagram. I would love to actually hit you with a follow. This Eat That book is kind of meh. Recipe cards. There's no elastic. Maybe I got an elastic band in this old studio somewhere. At least a piece of string I can use. Zip tie? Zip tie wouldn't hold it tight enough. Got some Justice in the earphones. Can't go wrong with that. I also see that my Windows needs updating, so I'll give myself a Windows update after this, and we'll see. Maybe that will hook it up a bit better. So then I need a shite box of stuff to list in the future. I think I already had one set up over here. I'll give you guys a quick, let's see. I'll turn it to the OBS, so sorry if I'm a little slow on answering the chat. Open the OBS so I can see the camera better. I'll show you down this hallway here a bit. So over here, down the hallway, is where all the junk is stored. This is like all stuff that's been collected over the years for like various reasons. Some of it being the old man's hoarding, and other parts of it is like fully like over the years because my family is my family. They end up sending us like more junk, just constant more junk. So my grandma ends up stacking up all this crap that we don't need. What's up? Are you coming to look through stuff?
Yeah, give me the cue.
Give me the stuff here.
Get the cue.
Here, you want to say hi, Grandma? Say hi.
Hi. Who am I talking to?
You're talking to a bunch of strangers on the internet.
Okay. I'm Bailey's grandma.
Yeah, they already heard y'all in the background before.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're already saying hi.
I'm the one that supplies him with all his junk.
Yeah, it seems like it. It seems like it. But so that's all. That's my junk pile.
Okay.
I can pick it up for you if you want.
No, I can go, but I thought it's quiet. I will look through them and then get rid of them.
Yeah.
No, I will give these to.
If you want to, yeah.
Yeah, I'll give these away.
Yeah,
I don't know
it's
about
all
that,
beat
but
up
these,
shit.
if
Yeah.
people look at them like at the Pioneer Trail and everything.
Okay, I thought that might be the case.
Yeah. Okay.
But I got through those 2 boxes already. I've got it all sorted out so far.
Yep.
This is also a garbage box. This is
Good.
2. We
Take it
got
out.
enough boxes.
Okay.
This is beat out. I'm gonna take it out of here. That's what you caught me doing.
Yeah.
I was rambling about how this junk keeps filling up and it's not your fault.
Well, whose fault is it?
Because
I thought it was mine.
I think it's a bit of our family reputation.
Yeah.
The old,
What's there on the floor?
Huh?
What's there? That clump?
A sock.
Oh, okay.
A random sock.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know what the sock?
No, it's just by itself.
It's
Those-
just one sock by
those are
itself.
garbage.
Okay.
Probably yours or your dad's or.
I think it was the old man's because it's one of those diabetic
Yeah,
socks.
that could be. Okay. After, whenever, if you want to go, you'll have to go to all the stores. It's up to you.
What do you mean all of
Well,
this?
he wants pierogies today in case they don't have what we want. You have to get them at IGA only.
Yeah, but just the stuff for pierogies at IGA is fine. I
But
just
the
didn't
other
want to.
stuff at Extra Foods.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah,
That's
okay.
totally fine. I just
Okay,
didn't want to
cool.
go to like
Oh, no,
Riverside
no,
with
no,
this
just
and this
two,
and
then
this.
tomorrow
That's-
if you go
the IG's on the way back, and no offense, but I'm faster than you, so it's a lot easier for me to pull in and get it done in 5 minutes.
Okay,
All right.
that's fine. As long as the car, you have the car by 10 o'clock at Fountain Tire.
All right. I think it's a little bit me being a bit faster, and then I don't have 20 people stopping to chat me
Well,
up.
this
while
is
I'm in
my
there.
problem.
Yeah.
I go and everybody wants to chit chat. I can't just go fast and get out.
I maybe bump into 1 or 2 people that still know who I am.
but when I go, it's,
Yeah.
they have to tell me a story. Or,
Yeah, that's fair.
okay, no, I'll look through, but I definitely won't throw them out. I will put them out.
This-
You can decide what you want with that too. I don't know. I think your your grandpa got it at one of the cleaning jobs.
I don't get what goes in here.
I
All right,
don't
I'll
know.
try it. I'll figure it out.
Yep.
All right.
There again, whatever.
I think next week I'll start putting together the boxes. I'm going to try to finish up with the sorting the crap.
Yeah, 'cause a lot of it has your name on it too, to save for you.
Well, this is all, as I said, I'm making the Bailey stuff
Yeah.
section right now.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
And don't forget there's canned stuff in the back, and I imagine Ivan will be bringing more on the weekend.
Oh, okay.
Well, you say you can't afford it, so take a little bit. Huh?
I guess it's just the weight. The canned stuff
I
like
know
stresses
that,
me
that's
out
what I'm
weight
saying.
wise.
Well, that's why with a parcel I only send you, what, 1 or 2 at a time for cans. I don't send you many, do I?
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
It's up to you.
All right.
If you're the one that's receiving it.
I know, but it costs so much money shipping. I am
know.
caring about that
That's
though.
okay, don't worry. Okay.
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 Alright, it'll keep fucking going.
Yeah, you do that. I'll leave you alone.
Alright, alright. Shit, I don't even know what's going on over here, bro. It's a disaster. It's a disaster, I say. Here, we're gonna turn this computer and hope it doesn't all blow up on me. Alright, good. So down here, this hallway. I gotta clean out some space here. Under here, I have stuff hidden. That's for me. This is just an extra empty box, so we're gonna use this sorting space right now. I know she said she wanted this, so I'm gonna put it up on top of the fridge. Jace! 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 Get you facing me up here too. You'd probably get better audio rather than facing my legs. Alright. I'm in my junk pile. It's always hilarious to see when I see it's all on camera. This is the old man's workshop. So another milk crate. These will be handy over time. I've already got 2 boxes of bigger materials, and then I've got the box of books, and then next week I think I'll take the time to pack them up into cardboard boxes. Fuck me, man. Fuck me. Let's get out of the file so I don't actually accidentally close my OBS. Yeah, shouts to everyone who came through and supported today. It's a little slow, but that's totally fine. I got no problem with that. Fair amount of views, no complaints, no complaints. Humble Bailey, humble beginnings. Alright. Okay. So this is all for later stuff too, actually. Oh, okay, I gotta double check. Some of these posters are my grandpa's old Pinot posters, so I gotta be careful. Okay. Made in Taiwan pipe cutter, we'll take that. This guy, I think, needs a different home. This, I don't think I want it. Taylor, temperature guy. Could use some TLC. We're gonna make this the TLC box, I think. Belcher, shoe stretcher. This is what? Gary Manulife beer koozie. Beer stein. I'll take that. I should be able to sell that. I could put a bottle in it and set it up, take good photos. Big W's, big W's, big W's. Belcher shoe stretcher. So these were like back in the day when shoes wouldn't always come to your size. You shove this in there. I'm debating, it could be useful for me because I got wide ass feet, but not sure. Let's check out the eBay prices on these guys because they are vintage. I see them every now and then, but I want to make it to at least 3 hours. 3.5 hours would be nice. But so we're going till 1:30 my time at least. I want to go another half hour. Got to make it to at least 3. I knew we'd have more chores, and the thing is, baby, it's 39 degrees out. I need to have a shower before I go serve people this evening. And I still gotta watch for the leaks too, right? So that's gonna take another 20 minutes just sitting there. Belcher shoe stretcher. size 3, size 8. Shoe stretcher size 8. It's worth money, but it's kinda completed items. It's worth like $10. I think wood shoe. It's cool. It's a cool antique. Like these guys, you don't see them often at all. I only know it because of this hustle. Other people barely know what these things are. Tough call. Very tough call. I think I'm going to have to deny the inner hoarder with me this time. I think I'm going to have to put... I should have a bin full of stuff that's like giveaway stuff. Let's see. We're going to make this the giveaway stuff bin. It's cool, but it's not worth it, man. Golden Age and Pee Wee, 1974. These War Amps things. Saskatchewan. What does this say? Yeah, War Amps, vintage War Amps. $19.69. Worth it. We'll put it in that box. Golden Age and PB 1974. I think that was my dad. Hot diggity damn. Maybe it was the lighting affecting it too, because now that I've got it set up here, it's giving me no problems. Whatever. We'll do the typical check all the systems after. Why is it? Because it says I got a new follower 40 minutes ago on Kick. And I still have the same amount of followers. So it must have been a bot. But appreciate everyone. Even lurkers. Lurkers welcome in the chat. I got no problem with the lurkers. Okay. Useless extension cable. Useless extension cable. White chalk box, 12 sticks. No white chalk in it though. Chalk Company of Canada. There's one piece of chalk in it. Put it in the giveaway box. Vintage jar. How old are we looking? 1983. It is kind of nice. Put this in the antiques for later box. This is kind of gnarly. Oh, it's broken for sure, for sure. Throwing this one out. Woo-wee! Okay, box cutter. Old box cutter. This is possibly useful. I gotta be careful. This shit's so rusty. I'm gonna slice my thumb open. I could actually use this glove later. I gotta pull some insulation. So let's set that aside. I might actually use that. Norton sharpening stone oil. Let's use Google Lens on this bad boy. $8 used. Jewelry supply. That's a cool tin too. Sure. Keeping in touch. Vacuum bags for my grandpa's old cleaning business. She don't want that. That does nothing. Instruction manuals for an old hair dryer? Yeah. Ancient hair dryer. Super Pro 1500. Let's look this one up just to be sure. This could be another weird, who knows if there's some like hair dryer collector out there. Check out eBay right quick. Super Pro 1500. Super Pro hair dryer. $30, not worth it, not worth it. Whew. Years of old work. Ancient headphones. Ancient headphones. Holy shit, these must have been like the first set of earbuds. Foam, metal, pencil, bits and bobs. Oh shit, pH strips? Actually, I might be able to use those. I might take those for me. Chlorine test papers. Immerse. Meh. Too old for me to sell, but these could still have use. I'll figure out how to cap these off so that this doesn't happen. I think. We don't need them for the washing machine anymore. I don't think so. We used to use them with the dishwashers upstairs in the restaurant just to make sure that you have the appropriate levels of chemicals. You know, just like washing all your dishes with massive amounts of bleach and chlorine. Fuck is this? Random nubbin. Cool ashtray, but it's covered in butter oil. Put in the antique cleaning there. Yeah, these are all bits and bobs that could have a use, but don't right now. So set those aside. Oh, these chlorine strips expired. Yeah, they're going in the garbage. Useless. Useless, I say. So I'm gonna take the bits and bobs bin. I'm gonna put it down here for now. I do the same thing over here. This is a pretty cool tool. I'm correct, this is to like grip and pull. It might be for piping. No make and model on it. Interesting too though. I think I'll keep it with a little TLC. Probably just interesting for my pops. I'll leave this one aside from too. Old shoelace. Why not? It's a cool old hockey lace. And this will cost nothing to ship. You can always throw it in one of my gachapon balls too, so that's not a bad lock-in. See how this guy goes. We'll put him in my bits and bobs bin. guess let's try to wrap it up like a wire, but in my hand. Yeah, okay, here we go. Love all the restaurant noises. Definitely makes stream unique, I gotta say. And if I'm correct, then I take it like this. So I have it wrapped up around my hand, and then I take the strings and tie a knot like a shoe around it. And that should solve everything I need right here. Go through here. And we go through here. Nope. Then through here. And then tie it up at the top. And a lot less of a mess. The same way you tie up like an extension cord, but I did it with shoelaces, vintage shoelaces. Cool brush wheel. A sand buff. Sand buff wheel. Type that into eBay and see. Sand buff wheel. Yeah, useless. Bits and bobs. Old keys. Old keys. Compliments of Dallam Corner Service, Rosedale. Lots of key rings. Old carabiner. Interesting little wrench tool. I could use some more key rings for home. I'm gonna put that with my crap. An old cool air fan. One of these first guys. I remember my grandparents having these and using these. That's wild. Need to make our new search through pile. I gotta keep an eye out for an elastic band still. That's what I keep forgetting. Oh, I forgot about these. Replacement blade set. Let's leave one for someone in case they need it. I'm gonna take these. This is some sort of sewing tool. I think it's a tire patch kit, maybe. Set aside to ask. Put it right here for now. Pins. Use this generic pins. Going in the garbage. Yo, these boxes, someone fucked with my boxes, because these are not sorted into what I can and cannot sell anymore at all. But it is what it is. It's been several years, you know? A little leather tag for your wallet. You can probably throw in my knickknacks. Warning sharp blade. One of these mini X-Acto knives. I think you can still get them places. A little rusty, kind of useless. I can't replace the blade. Cool though. MGM Lincoln Mercury. Sometimes these guys sell them on eBay. What type of charger is this? This could be useful as well. LG power adapter. Oh yeah, weird bit on the end. That's what we like to see as an eBay owner. The more weird bits on the end of your power adapter, the more likely someone's going to be looking for it. Somebody's like 70-year-old auntie is going to be looking for this shit. LGAC. Oh my god, get out of here. LGAC adapter. TA dash P 01 WS. $20, $10? What's the completed listings on it though? Ooh. I can clean that up. Sell it for $10. Alright, we're gonna fuck with that. I think that's well worth it. Also, sorry lurkers on Twitch. I think Bezos just ran an ad for you. I noticed a handful disappeared. Definitely because of the Bezos. Still wish the ads on Twitch were more smooth. I ain't complaining. I'm feeling blessed that I get a little bit of ad rev, but the way it gives you like an unpredictable amount of ads and how much it absolutely deters people from continuing to view is like astonishing to me, to be honest. So this guy I'll take. What's this one? Report a poacher, Alberta toll free. Yep, I'm taking that. That's kind of cool. Report a poacher. It's empty too. Put this on the eBay. Lots of hunting stands out there. I think that will do well. That's a cool little antique. I like that one. This one might be. It's not not a lot of money, but Pinto. This should be a car, if I'm correct. This should be an old car tag. Made in Canada too. Let's see this. This is Google Lens material. Hey, 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 hey. Vintage Ford Pinto keychain. $30. $30, nothing too crazy. Still interesting. Pinto keychain. Genuine leather, made in Canada. Definitely for a car. Great. Cool. That's what we like to see. Awesome. I like that a lot. Thank you, chatbot. Thank you, chatbot. Appreciate you. Good thing past Bailey knew he could sell this shit. Old Ford Motors tag, but from Drumheller, Alberta specifically. Love it. You love to see it. You love to see it. North right pen. Still set up. Take it. Very, very dull knife. The dullest knife, I think, in this whole shop. Great handle, though. Handle's wood, not acrylic. Put in here. And another one, a paring knife. Portugal. Give me the model number. So we're going to do PC. We're going to look this one up on like Googs. Sometimes these old random PC products people like. So we're going to go back, 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 back. Google Lens. Open this shit up. not an oyster knife. For sure it's not an oyster knife. I guess it could be an oyster knife. X55 CRMOV14. Paring knives. President's no slash. Interesting. Let's go ask the chef upstairs what it is. Hello there, I enjoy your content. Let's work together to make your channel more visible and strive for lots more followers. Yeah, I appreciate the offer. But I'm not looking for one of those like Discord managements, you know what I mean? I do greatly appreciate you dropping in. You know what you could do to support me a lot? You could hit me with a follow on this Kick account. That would be more valuable. But I'm savvy to this game. Don't you try to get this, man. I'm a world dinosaur egg rolling fan. This is something that I haven't seen before. Also, for everyone that's watching, I do simulcast. So I'm on Twitch, I'm on Kick, and I'm on the YouTubes. Try to get this egg rolling fan. This thing's a little wild. It's interesting. Trippy pin. I don't know what dinosaur egg rolling is. I presume it's the same as like cheese rolling, but we live in a dinosaur country over here, so. Okay, it is quite useful that I'm stacking up these bins. I am not going to lie. I'm going to have to tape more labels to these boxes, though, which I might do tonight. Or I could do it at the end, because I can still memorize it for now. These are antiques needing some TLC. Still need an extra elastic band that I haven't stumbled across yet. Just distracted by the ADHD of looking at everything here. But yeah, shouts. Appreciate the message and the attempt to support regardless. Just feel pretty cozy with my strat. I just gotta fucking tough it out here on the interwebs, you know what I'm saying? Okay. Some of this shit I gotta think about for later. What is this? This would mount on a wall. It's a mounting shelf. But what sits in the shelf? I have no bloody clue. Look at this. So it'd sit on the wall like that, and then it's got a lip in here. So I guess it's for mounting paintings. Put in the possible giveaway bin. This guy I think is so fucking cool, but I wouldn't be able to ship it. This is an old jack. This is a ancient pneumatic jack. It would definitely need to be oiled up again for sure. See, there we go. I would be very interested in making it work. talked about that for later. Put it in the TLC bin. Oh, banana. Plastic Nargig shit. Plastic banana. That's a decent plastic banana too. I'm gonna hustle that banana for sure. Yeah, we're gonna hustle a banana. Oh, I hear the chef going off upstairs. I hope it's peaceful go off. Dad might want to look at this again. That'll be another fun look at. This I can sell. This is an old military wash tin. Yeah, it is. Give it a little refresh. This is like old school Vietnam era. You cook in this tray. Cook your rations in this bitch. That won't cost me any weight either. That's light as hell. I can stuff shit in there in the box too. I kind of want to keep this fog machine, but it's kind of toast. Let's look this up on the internet. This guy, I've got all the bottom parts too. Very old school style fog machine. Thermo fogger. And you could like use it as a gun. Burgess. Let's look this up. We'll stick with the eBay. Burgess Thermo Fogger F-982. Oh, it was an insect killing thing. So let's copy this. Maybe I'll still use that bin for large shit. Let's punch it into the googs. Okay, we'll keep this in the big old shit pile. Try to attach it again, though. Maybe it'll stay together better. Doesn't look like it. Worth the try. Ugh. Thirsty boy. Okay. So I'm done. I gotta ask Pops. I need elastic band, and I gotta ask him what these two things are. Two different Bibles, Book of Catholic Worship. Bibles can go for later. What do we got in here? Chocolate chips. Perfect, perfect. Damn, co-op nails. These are old galvanized. This and this bag of galvanized nails. Probably some fucking money in the scrap in those boys. Official Cooper old hockey puck, probably sellable. Give it a little scrub down though. Put that in the TLC. What is that logo? Seal? It's like a plastic badminton racket of some sort. Can't say balls deep. Can't see balls deep. No worries, bro. You know, I'm already good at the babbling to myself half of this. As you saw, Ruse was in here for a second, although not talkative. I feel it. I'm not on too much longer anyways, so not a big stress. About 15 more minutes, I'd say. Being a bit of a workaholic about it. I gotta look into this more. I don't know what this is. How about these rulers? The Singer ruler. I can't fit into a box. Fuck. I love that it's censored balls deep. Makes that one at least makes a little sense. A Moco yo-yo. That kind of rhymes. A Moco yo-yo. Horseshoe. Oh, Sears horseshoe. Yes, yes, I'll take that. Sears horseshoe. Buffalo quality eraser. Well, I mean, I could. It won't fit in a gachapon ball. I'm tempted, but that won't fit. We're gonna put it in the TLC. I'll decide about that later. Spare grandma glasses. Couple things here that I barely know what they are. And it's just because my family's been in the restaurant industry forever. Holy shit, I haven't seen one of these in a while either. If I'm correct, this is like the old school version of a so if you're an amateur bread cutter, it's a bread knife, but it's got the little diameter, so as you use it, you're supposed to get it. I always found this fucking thing just squished the bread, though. I never actually did the job right. It might be worth it. It's interesting. It's a good gimmick thing. Okay, intriguing, intriguing, intriguing. I'll leave this for grandma, though, I suspect. suspect that crinkle cut might be useful. It may be useful. I have no fucking idea what this is. Another box cutter, but is this an old one? Good knife, Wayne. Micro edge. Box cutter I'm going to throw in here. Do-do-do-do-do. Do-do. Holy shit, no one took care of this. It's truly disgusting. Blech. Blech. I did so much work on this before. That's the only thing that gets me. I'm not grumpy, but man, I put so much effort into organizing the old man's crap here. Need some TLC, but I think this wrench might be worth money. Check out the other one while I'm at it. So it might be worth money too. Fuses and shit all do interest me. I need to think about these after. These are to debate. Oh. Rope? A rope? Who needs a rope? So my old man, the grandpa was a house cleaner before, right? Behind you, we got a shelf of just like all the scariest chemicals you could imagine. One time, this guy, as I said, I've sorted this basement, as you can see, like 3 times now in my lifetime, probably 4. Like I spent probably in totality like a week and a half to 2 weeks of sorting this while he was alive and after. One time while he was alive, he's like, oh yeah, here, go clean up my workshop, the crap that you can't see behind you guys here. I go to start cleaning up his chemicals from his old business, and he fucking sprints down. I've never seen him move so quick. He's like, stop. I was like, what? He was like, at least 3 of these can kill you if you open the bottle. I'm like, great. Supportive grandpa, love it. You could have told me that these could kill me before I got started. Like, yo, what the hell? But hey, you learn life the hard way, you know? It just always tripped me out. It always tripped me out so hard. Holy shit, she's so sorted with these. Okay, these are all quite cool and things I would want in the future. But they're crazy hefty. The bat's too big. The rulers are oversized. I do have an extra bin here, so let's use this bin. I see another longer bin too, actually. Okay. puttering almost done for the day too, y'all. Thank you everyone who's been tuning in so far. I've had a great time. Great first test of streaming at my grandmother's. I'm getting very excited to see where all these different types of content go in the future. That bucket's ripped anyways. Fucking golly gee. This one the pops wanted. This old Coleman I can probably sell in the future. And does this ice chest still work? I think so. I'll go here. Put the Coleman beside it. I'm going to stack these up against the wall. Thank you, chatbot. Thank you, chatbot. Thank you, all the denizens. I appreciate everyone dropping in. What we're going to do after I get all this locked in next week, I got to do some brain time thinking. Maybe on stream I'll do it. I'll hang out and just ponder shit. But when I'm back, we're fucking going in on stream. I might not stream every single day, but I think I'm going to do that thing I was talking about where I fuse the multiple content styles. So I'll start off my day doing like a bit of eBay, then I'll stream a couple VHS tapes, then I'll do some photo editing, then I'll go finish up some more eBay. Either way, I'm like starting to enjoy this a lot more. I don't mind it taking up a longer process, and I think the way for me to grind out more views and consistency and clips is to do like one really long day and then 2 or 3 streams where I pop in more casually for shit like this and set it up as I go, or I work with Pal. But I think I pick one day I do 12 to 14 hours and just grind it out and do a bunch of flex my variety. Do a variety stream, you know? But let's put the dangerous saws at the back. How about that? But some of them, I looked them up online. Now that I know how to refurb them, again, Bailey's always learning new skills. A saw like this is low-key worth like $200, $300. It's got the stamp on it that I need to figure out what it belongs to, but because even a dork will take this handle and refurb it. But the teeth ain't bad on it. I think it literally still works. It's got some serious bend to it. But you can look at these. It's got a stamp here. It's got some sort of eagle. It's American made. But this bad boy, they're worth some serious money. But you got to find the right person. Getting it appraised will help. And you got to put in the legwork of fixing it up. And I'm inhaling so much dust. Holy shit. Good thing I got to get the groceries. I need some fresh air, man. This is ancient. Ancient. But this is a bandsaw. This is like, you're supposed to put a saw blade in between this fucking thing. It's kind of wild. Like this was, it's a whole saw. This is to do like big timber. Good, we're starting to have a little Bailey section form. And this one I've been hoarding until I can do a lot more better travel options. This might be my last show-off item for the day. This is my grandpa's old fucking car jack. This is what they used to look like. It's all mechanical based. It's so rusted up I don't think it will move. Yeah. But this is like, it's like a tripod car jack. I would love to refurb and do something with this. I used it once when I was younger. space to work with here, though, genuinely now. All right. We got some work to. We got some room to work with right now. That's good enough for me. And at least I know what the bins are for now, so this is doable. I can add to these as I go. Let's put this shit away. I'll do my babbling to you guys, and then I'm taking a breather before I go run my errands. There's everything in here. It's crazy. I'm so happy I had the wherewithal to take note after I had to go through all this. Literally took my grandfather passing to be like, oh, this is the bad side of what we're doing here. It fucking goes left so quick if you don't keep your collecting in order. Okay, we got a good variety of stuff though. It's not a long, considering the scale of my business now, it's not a long time worth of stuff, but it's worth it. Taken over under this table though. It's become mine. Under the table is now my space. Totally mine. And then elastic band. I gotta remember this. I need elastic band. Elastic band to hold these recipe cards together. I think this is for repairing tires. I gotta ask my pops about that. I'm pretty sure it's got a little needle hook, but it's way too fat for any type of sewing. And then this is a curved knife. Came this way. President's Choice is modern. The serrations confused me. I thought it was an oyster shucking knife, but it's serrated. And you don't usually serrate it, but it's also supposed to be slash free, like so you can't cut your hand. So maybe that's why it's serrated. I don't know. But I feel like you can also get a pretty gnarly cut chucking oysters with a serrated knife. Like it's gonna fucking literally rip and tear like fucking Doom. Okay. And now, because I'm less chaotic, we have more space to actually sort through shit as it comes in. What I need for this. These books I'll take, but these are not going to be this trip books. These will all be for later books. I'm going to throw them in the corner for now until I get ready to get out of here. Because then I'm going to pack up most of those other books. And then I can just use that box space. So we're going to do it that way. And this is a bin of shit for my grandmother to look through. Whew! locked in. I gotta look up this racket. That'll be the last thing. Alright, internets. Greatly appreciate y'all. I've been really exercising the variety of my life, and that's what I hope to bring through these streams in the long term. It's like, I have a unique life. I do a lot of wacky things. I'm in a lot of interesting environments, whether it be in this basement picking through literal antique tools and equipment and vintage items, or it's me building a vegetable garden, which you can catch the VOD of on my channels or even on my YouTube. I'm trying to embrace who I am, and rather than like present an image that's based off of me flexing the skills that I have available to me, I want to make it a more peaceful, inclusive sharing environment that draws people in organically through what I do and through their intrigue. Rather than me trying to market and push them and bring them here, I want this to just patiently show people they can live a wacky lifestyle like me and make it all work at the same bloody time. Alright? Okay, so if you've been watching chat, my chat bot has been dropping links to my eBay store, Grandma's Dead Stock. Alright? As you can tell, I've been chatting here about how much influence they had on my life and how Fran actually sends on a lot of the items. She inspired it. It's kind of the namesake that is Grandma's Dead Stock, but it's also, I try to bring this energy in the eBay store and my in-person sales of like you roll in and it's really like, I want to bring this energy. You walk into my stall and you kind of feel like you can find anything, whether it be Pokemon cards to like weird antique tools. I want to hit all that. So if you want to try to experience that in person, I am located in a stall in the basement of Bazaar Toronto. That is Bazaar, spelled like the noun, and it's located at 306 College Street, which is right at the top of Kensington. Easy stop in if you're a downtown resident or you're going to Pedestrian Sundays or another cool festival. Quick subway ride, pop in, check out all my knickknacks. I've got a toy vending machine that is just a loony, so if you want to try your luck, you'll be able to walk away with something from my stall no matter what, because I also have a candy machine that operates on literal nickels. So ask someone, go ask the cashier upstairs. I'm sure they'll give you a nickel to use the vending machine. Alright, so my name's Bailey. I might pop on for a little update stream tomorrow just to explain my chaos. We'll see. I got a lot of fucking shit going on. And then otherwise I will be doing a update stream on Sunday so that I can tap in about when I will be doing story time with good old Fran, who you saw on Monday. Fran will probably do about 3 or 4 hours. I would absolutely love to do it a bit earlier so that the people in Ontario can catch it, but me and Fran may be doing it about 6 to 7 our time, so we'll be on late at night, so we'll catch the D-Gens. Either way, that might not be a bad idea in terms of streaming, because then that's going to put us in the just chatting where a lot of the work during gamer hours, and having a little literal grandma on stream might be a little bit of like a unique content flex. But MIM just spent the entire afternoon. Oh, at least you're writing about. I thought you were just obsessed with it for no reason. This is more reasonable. I didn't know this was the guide you were writing. This makes a lot more sense. Good guide. I'll give it a more detailed look later, but it does look, the formatting looks great. It does look impressive. But shouts to Wiffles, shouts to Aleem, shouts to Ruse. Appreciate all of you. Had a great time. I'm gonna go decompress and then go buy some fucking cheese and pierogies. Later.